Hey YouTube, Oxide here. I just picked up Ghost Recon Future Soldier for the PC, which just came out the other day because it got delayed a couple times. And so now it's finally here, and it looks great. I've got it running on max settings now, this computer, which is really cool. And it's running smooth, everything's great. You can see it here. The graphics look nice. I just read in Game Informer they were complaining about the grass and some of the textures, but honestly, if you played Call of Duty 4, you know that that's one of the most superior first-person shooter games, and its graphics weren't that great. I mean, these, I think, look pretty good. The explosions are awesome, the motion blur, all that stuff is really cool, all the action stuff is really cool. Just the overall graphics are, you know, meh. But it's not really all that bad. For the most part, I think the gameplay is awesome. It's got a Gears of War-like feel. It's like playing Gears of War with a Battlefield 3 skin on it, with like a little Tom Clancy Splinter Cell in there, because I haven't played any of the other Ghost Recons. I played, I think, Graw, like 1 or 2 matchmaking games at my friend's house. That was about it. So I don't really have too much knowledge of third-person shooters in general, other than Gears of War, so you're gonna hear me reference that a lot. But that's what this game reminds me of. The controls, I play with an Xbox controller, so the controls are virtually identical to Gears of War. I really can't find many differences other than the reload. That's for obvious reasons. The guns and mechanics, I feel like they all work exactly how they work in Battlefield 3, which is cool. I think that game has awesome hit markers, and the way they have all that stuff set up is really neat. So no complaints there. It's got a really, really interactive HUD, and I think that's really cool. If you see when I zoom into on any gun, when I go into that mode, you can see that it shows, you know, all my bullets and everything on this little HUD, and it's right there for you. You don't have to look around your screen for it. It makes it more cinematic, I feel. And it also has the cool things where you can see the red enemies chilling underneath here, because either we hacked one of their guys, or we've got not a UAV necessarily, but it's all sorts of different stuff. And you see I stun gunned him there, but my other teammate just killed him, so I didn't get to hack him, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's really cool, fun gameplay. It just keeps going. It's very fast-paced. This is sped up a little bit. It's gonna say somewhere in the annotations or something. It's sped up a little bit, not very much, just so, you know, it's a little shorter of a video, makes it go a little quicker. You don't want to see me doodling around too much. But, yeah, so it feels great. I like the invisibility aspect. It gives it that whole, when you play a scout online, which is a sniper class, or even if you're playing the single player, you got this invisibility, which works when you're standing still. It's sort of, if you play World of Warcraft, like a shadow meld. And it's really nice. You stand still, you go, it's sort of like a Halo invisibility, where it's half invisible, sort of, you know, you can't really see the guy, but you kind of see the guy. It's one of those. But it's still really cool. It gives it a sneaky factor to the game, something, I don't know, an element of surprise that isn't in most games, and that's really neat. So, another thing about this game that I think is really cool is the gun customization. When you go into the gun customization, pulls apart your gun, and you get to pick and choose every little nook and cranny about it, and I think that's really cool. Now, from what I see, is it doesn't have all that many options for each gun. The fact that it's got a couple decent guns and a lot of options for each one, a good amount of them anyway, that's enough to keep me occupied. I don't think I'm going to need much more than that. So, that's cool. And last but not least, on the good things about this game, is their zombies, or horde, or whatever you want to call it. I believe they call it Gorilla Mode in this. Not like gorillas, you know, Gorilla Mode. You get it. It's really cool. This isn't any gameplay from that, of course, but I played it a little bit, and it's very challenging. You hold down, you gotta hold down your fort, and stop bad guys from getting in. That's really the whole object of it. You gotta be sneaky, do cool stuff like that, you know, there's little objectives and stuff, and it's way fun. I haven't had that much fun with, like, one of those style games in a while, so this is cool for me. The only bad things that I've got to say about this game is the buggy client isn't that great, but maybe that's a PC thing. I'm new to PC gaming, so just in general, I'm an Xbox guy. So this whole lobbies crashing and hosts constantly not being there and all sorts of other crap. I'm not really used to that, so maybe it's just me not being used to it and I'll get used to it. I don't know. But there's been like some errors and crashes and stuff that are a little unnecessary. That kind of sucks. The matchmaking, like I said, the hosts are kind of... The host migration works. That's good. I like when games have good host migration. It's pretty quick. Get you back in the game. But there's something about like the matchmaking where you keep trying to join a game. All you want to do is play a game, and then you can't play the game, and that's all you want to do. Is, sit back, relax, and play a video game. And the last thing you want it to do is just crash on you or not work for some reason. So I guess that's a problem for me. Oh well, I'll get used to it, I guess. Last con, the only really big con, I guess, is that the game's really frustrating. I don't play that many third-person shooters, so when I go into this game, I'm usually getting my ass kicked pretty bad. This game I did alright. I think I went 13-7 or something like that, which is, not great by any means if you play COD, but it's alright in this game. So, I don't know. Overall, though, I'm just having a lot of fun. I rage a lot when I die. And overall, really cool game. I like the graphics. The gameplay is awesome. Makes it feel like I'm kind of at home with the Gears of War gameplay, and it's really cool. So I suggest you check it out. You can get it for Xbox too. It's probably even better for Xbox or PS3, whatever you play. This is on PC because I wanted to test out my graphics card and stuff and see how the game runs. It's all maxed out. It's good. So yeah, pretty happy with it. Fun game. It's $50 for PC as opposed to $60 on the other console, so that's kind of a plus maybe. So check it out. Enjoy the rest of the video. I'm just gonna let the rest of the gameplay play out. So yeah, Oxide out.
Throwing a frag! We've secured the sensors leader. Also. Secure the supply point located here. I need to resupply! We have captured the supply point. It's available for resupply. enemy. Enemy LZ is locked down. They are reinforcing from another position. Our forces secured the supply cache. The battle is ours. We have crushed the enemy forces.